Boom, right? Now watch, right? Did you see how I pulled the ball, how my putter went so much up? Today we're gonna have a quick lesson on why you should focus on your eyes. Your eyes plays a very, very huge role when it comes to the stroke, all right? Now, I'm gonna show you on the screen from Tiger Woods' book, there's 2 pages on your eyes should be directly on the ball and you should not tilt your head, right? You're gonna see that on the screen. You can pause the video and you can check and you can read the whole 2 pages out. Now, why you should have your eyes directly at the ball. Now, for me, when I stand properly and when I know I stand good, then my eyes are going to be directly at the ball. And that means my stroke is going to be okay, because if my eyes are going to be very much inside or on the other side, it's gonna very much affect my stroke. Now let me show you what the eye position does to your stroke. Now firstly, I'm gonna do one that, my eyes are correctly set up. You're gonna see the stroke is going to be pretty solid, right? Looks pretty good. You're gonna see from the back camera. And now I'm gonna position myself very much inwards, all right? So my eyes are going to be behind the ball, right? Now watch how my stroke is going to be affected, right? Did you see how I pushed the ball? Just because my eyes are worn directly on the ball. Now we're gonna go to the other side. So I'm gonna position myself very much forward, and now my eyes are above the ball. And now watch what's gonna happen to my stroke, right? And I'm not trying to push my hands into any certain direction. This is the way my eyes are positioned. If I'm too much forward, I will tend to go, too far up. If I'm too far behind, I'm gonna go too far inside and I'm gonna push the ball, right? So it's really important to have your eyes on the ball. Now, how do you check if your eyes are correctly set up? Now, there's a simple drill for this, all right? Watch. You're gonna place one ball here. You're gonna grab the other ball. You're gonna position yourself the way you normally stand, right? I'm gonna position myself, and now from here, you're gonna drop your ball from the ice and see if the ball lands directly on the ball. If it doesn't, you're gonna see if you're standing too far inside or on the other side. All right. In this case, I'm standing like this. Boom. Right. My ball landed directly on the ball, which means my eye direction of the ball is great. So this is just a simple drill that you can do. Now let's move on to the second tip. Now the second tip, you should always have your head straight, all right? Your head should not be tilted left, right in this case, or left, because your eyes are gonna be looking at the other way of your line, right? You want your eyes looking parallel to your line. If they're not, that means your stroke is going to be, again, affected by it. Now let me show you something. Right now, my eyes are straight, okay? My head is not tilted, right? So these are, just imagine that my eyes, have this parallel line, and this will represent this line, all right? I stand normally, right? Boom, right? This is fine, okay? Now if I tilt my head there, which means my eyes are going to be looking there, which means my line is going to be there. Now what's gonna happen to my club? Well, if I have my head tilted there, I'm gonna stroke inside. So I'm most likely gonna hit a push, right? Now if we go to the other side, and I tilt my head left, right? So in this case, like this, you see the line. Now this will happen the way you're gonna stroke, right? So if I place this right here and I tilt my head like this, I'm most likely gonna go upwards, right? And now you see how just your head tilt can affect your putting stroke. Now I'm gonna show you 2 more putts down here so you can see from the back camera how this affects. Now the first one, what we're gonna do is my head is going to be very straight, and you're gonna see the stroke, all right? My head is straight, right? Pretty good stroke. Now watch what happens. I'm gonna tilt my head right, all right? So like this, boom, tilt our head like this, right? And I'm exaggerating, and you've seen how my stroke actually went so far inside, which means I'm gonna push the ball. Now watch the other side. Of course, you're not gonna putt like this, but for the visual representation, I think this gives you a very good look on what the head tilt does. Now I'm gonna move my head left. Now watch, right? Did you see how I pulled the ball, how my putter went so much up? Now just with the head tilt and the direction of the eye side can affect your putting. So really try to get your eyes directly at the ball and try to keep your head straight. This was a very quick lesson about the eye side, but I think it's really important for you guys to understand how the eyesight and how the head actually affects the ball. So hopefully this gave you enough information. If it did, give me a like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.